Hey guys. Well, I'm doing homework right now and I'm just bored, so I'm just making a video while I'm doing homework. Isn't that just cool? You want to say hi now?
No,
Oh.
I didn't tell you you could get that little computer after you let it stay out here.
Oh, I asked Caitlin if she can come over. And she said that was a crazy question.
That was a what?
A crazy question.
Why?
Because I asked her like a long time ago, and I forgot I ever asked her, and her mom said no.
Casey Anthony been spotted. TMZ today posted photos and video of a woman they believe is Casey Anthony walking down a street in Ohio.
Just as the brand new court drama exploded, new photos popped up online today claiming to show Casey hiding out in plain sight in Ohio. So is the hunt for Casey really over, or has this new battle just blown this scandal to a whole other level?
Of a person who looks like Casey walking down the street. It sure looks like her. It's someone with her body shape. I saw her in person so much in that courtroom.
Looking at those pictures and video myself, it sure looks like her to me. Even
What?
the walk
I
is
haven't
the
seen
same.
her.
The question is it really her?
That was the reaction a couple of weeks ago when TMZ posted photos and video of a person who looked like Casey Anthony walking down a street in Ohio. Tonight, we may finally know where Casey is. According to her attorney, Jose Baez, she's back in Florida waiting for a decision on whether or not she has to serve a year of supervised probation. Last night, Jose Baez spoke with Fox News' Geraldo Rivera and said his client is ready to report on Friday if that's what the court decides.
Yes, she is back in Florida. We brought her back in events that the appellate court rules sometime this week as far as where she's at.
Stop it.
We're very concerned about her safety. We have her in a location that's very safe, and she has people who care about her or around her, and she's just really just trying to get on with her life. And it's proving to be extremely difficult.
We have also confirmed that she was, in fact, for a time in the state of Ohio, with some photographs were taken of her.
She has been with close friends of ours that are somewhat of spiritual advisors and people who care and are trying to help her.
Fox News also reporting Jose Baez confirmed pictures of Casey taken in Ohio were indeed real and that she was in Columbus. Her attorney wouldn't say where else Casey's been since she was acquitted of murder, but did say she's been spending time with close friends and therapists. Joining me now from in-session on our System Network True TV correspondents Gene Casares and Beth Harris, also with me, HLN law enforcement analyst Mike Brooks, and defense attorney Vicki Ziegler. Welcome to everyone. Thanks for being here. All right, so she's back in Florida. Who is she with? Who are these people who are close to her? Gene Casares, I'll start with you. Have you learned anything? Do you have any suspicions on perhaps who she's staying with and where she is in Florida now, waiting for these decisions to be made?
You know, Vinny, the most we know is that she is in a secure location. But I think what is important here is she has come back to Florida. You know, she's got to contact the Department of Probation by 12 o'clock noon tomorrow, because that's 72 hours when she is supposed to report to the Department of Corrections. This is a telling week. It is before the Court of Appeal. I think we'll know very soon whether Casey Anthony has to serve probation this next year.
Beth Harris, are there any leaks anywhere? Anyone giving any information about exactly where in Florida she's with and who these people are that I guess have generously donated a place for her to stay and are taking care of her?
Well, not that I'm aware of. I must give kudos to the defense for really keeping her under wraps and her whereabouts, but just reading literally into the words that Jose Baez used, some spiritual advisors, so to speak, they could be members of the clergy. I wouldn't be surprised if she's with a minister or someone like that.
Mike Brooks, the other part of this is we're getting confirmation that the photographs from Columbus, Ohio were in fact Casey Anthony. What that tells me is that these things were totally staged and were done basically for her to make some money, an opportunity for her to pocket some cash. You know, Benny, you and I talked about that when we saw the pictures. There was no cars going by, totally unobstructed. They looked staged to us, and now we find out that it was in fact her with that Ohio State Buckeyes hat on. It was staged to me too. Vicky Ziegler, the other part of this is Jose Baez saying she's trying to get her life back to normal, but that's difficult to determine because what is normal for Casey Anthony? If you look at her life before the trial, you look at her life before her daughter was dead, it was anything but normal. I mean, she didn't have a job. She didn't really live anywhere. She was kind of bouncing around from place to place, staying with her boyfriend, staying with another guy.
Well, she can't get a job because she murdered her kid. So yeah, wait, do I have to read?
Her middle name, if we're gonna call her something, would never be normal. And maybe if she has these spiritual advisors, these people around her, perhaps clergy or a life coach,
I'm trying to find the page.
Some type of psychological counseling to try to figure out where her life is headed, her wrongs in the past, whatever she has to live with, her demons, so to speak. And then maybe she can find some normality, maybe integrating with her family again, maybe working and doing something back to society. Perhaps that would be all in her plan. Don't know if that'll ever happen.
Oh, look, I made a 90 on this.
Remember the clergy? Do we know what religion she was before all of this started? Is she Catholic?
My verbs and nouns and adjectives.
You know, Vinny, how much do we know about Casey Anthony and her family? I don't think we've heard what religion they were, so I don't think we know that at all. But the fact is, along with spiritual advisors, if she serves probation, she's going to have to get a job. And she hasn't had a job since 2006.
Yeah,
because she's a slope. That's what she is.
This is a national story, and you know, you go anywhere, people have an opinion.
You know what that means?
The lobby here in Atlanta, where
you know what a float is?
They all know what she is. They all have an opinion. No. But you take that multiplied by about 100,000.
It's a SLUT.
What do you think about? Does she have to?
Wait. S.
Yeah, you got it right.
Is it possible for her to go out to eat? Is it possible for her to go to Starbucks or somewhere to get a coffee in the morning, or does she have to just stay behind closed doors while she's in Florida right now?
Well, if I were advising her in Florida, I would tell her to continue to lay low for a while. You know, only a couple of weeks ago, when I was in Texas, in West Texas, San Angelo, a small town area at the Warren Jeffs trial, there were a number of spectators who came up to me in the courtroom to ask me about Casey Anthony and whether or not I thought she would have to serve probation and where I thought she was. So that's West Texas.
Oh yeah, cry, you little baby.
The Warren Jeffs trial, which was getting its own share of publicity, but folks there want to know about Casey Anthony. So if she's in Florida, I would still advise her to lay low. Someday she will be able to do it, though. Tempers will ease.
Subside, Brad. Mike Brooks, let me ask you. You've arrested people. You've seen people try to do things down in Washington looking for targets. People who may be mentally disturbed.
What you looking at? Tell me what you're looking at. Stop looking at me.
Threat to her safety. I think it's very real. I think it's very real. There could be just one lone wolf out there who's doing everything he or she can do to try to find Casey Anthony, do her harm. I think we saw on the Facebook during the trial all the time about people who just didn't like her. You saw the demonstrators down there. And on the terms of confession, Vinny, you know, I was going to raise a Catholic. If she's going to confession, she'll be there a while. She better pack a lunch. Vicky Ziegler, when does a defense attorney's job end? I mean, is it possible that the safe place where she is could be with a member of the defense team? And is that part of the job?
Well, not normally, Vinny, but in this case, everything seems to be quite strange and bizarre. probably seen in a very long time. So the question is, she could be, nestled somewhere with one of the attorneys or one of their family members who is sworn to secrecy. And you know what, I think the question really becomes, there are ethical responsibilities and duties, and we've been hearing a lot about Jose Baez in the media and perhaps some of the ethical violations that are being reviewed. So you want to be very careful when it comes to representing your clients, obviously during the trial and then afterwards when somebody is acquitted like a situation like this.
All right, folks, where is she? What's going to happen this week with the probation story? You want to stay on top of this and everything else happening here? Follow me on Twitter. The address is simply my name, Vinny Politan.
Nani, what does this word say?
You know she's in the area, so Casey Anthony been in
In a
contact with her
different
parents.
lack
Her
of
brother Lee. We hear
concern.
Jose
What does
Baez
that
has to say
mean?
about that next.
Where? What? Apathy? Indifference, lack of concern.
Prescription starts Wendy's for my worst allergy symptoms. So Lily and I are back on the road again. And certain I can love the air. So, you think your kids are
Casey Anthony
maybe not.
had very little apathy for her daughter, Kaylin Anthony.
I want to know what it means.
Apathy, I just said, apathy, indifference, lack of concern.
I know, but like I'm asking, what does it mean? Like, what does that mean?
Indifference or lack of concern?
Yes.
Okay, what does that mean? Indifference, lack of concern. You see the pictures of her out partying?
Yes.
Do you think she had any concern?
So, Casey Anthony had apathy when her daughter,
For her daughter,
Kayla
Kaylin Anthony.
Anthony.
Yes, you don't care. Something you don't care about. I have no apathy for the poison ivy.
You don't care about that?
No. Don't care about the poison ivy.
Why?
Hate it. But you just don't care. No, you need to wash your face with that stuff.
Every time I used the Nicole stuff, and I used it last night, every time when I use that stuff, it makes them pop up.
What? You use what stuff?
Neutrogena, the same stuff I used.
The Neutrogena what?
Face wash.
That's not Neutrogena face wash.
Yes, it is.
The stuff in the bottle
Yes.
that your mama got you.
Yes.
The white stuff.
Yes.
It's not Neutrogena.
Oh, yes, it is.
I'll meet you in the bathroom, Skylar. Well, don't get it in your eyes. Close them. And then you need to use those pads.
Use what?
The pads.
I'm fixing to lock her out. Casey, how to spell Casey? Casey Anthony! It's a what? Casey Anthony is a slut. I need to know how my god, it sounds like